Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce the speaker of our today's session, Brother Muzaffar Ansari. He is a principal package implementation at LTI Mindtree with over 30 years of global IT experience, specializing in infrastructure and cloud architecture, AI-led transformation, and cloud-native modernization. He had led large-scale cloud adoption and migration strategies across AWS, Azure, GCP, IBM, and OCI for platforms such as Temenos, Thought Machine, and 10x Banking. With deep expertise in BFS, security, DevOps, and generative AI innovation, he also drives pre-scale excellence through impactful RFP, RFI solutioning. As a Microsoft Copilot trainer champion, he has delivered around 30 plus influential sessions on cloud, DevOps, and AI to more than 50,000 professionals worldwide. In line with today's topic, Gen AI, boost your productivity at work, we are about to dive deeper into how you can actually use AI to work smarter. Our speaker, Brother Muzaffar Ansari, will walk us through the practical strategies, real life examples, and insightfuls that will help us apply Gen AI effectively and confidently. With this, I would like to invite Brother Muzaffar Ansari to begin this enlightening session. Over to you.
So welcome everyone in today's session, which is generative AI, that is boost your productivity at work. And this is a PSF Masterclass, which means this is just a trigger session. And if you want to deep dive, and uh, so anyone who would like to deep dive, PSF is there to guide for taking an in-depth session. So in this session, you might have already gone through the outcome. So let me start with the agenda. So the agenda is what is generative AI, then key trends and impact. Uh, More than 80% will be hands-on session. So I'll be focusing more on the hands-on. And for generative AI, art of prompting plays a major role. So we will go in detail what is art of prompting, and then we'll see the use cases. We'll see how we can use generative AI in our workplace and some do's and don'ts, which are very important. So, Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair, Nusrat, for introducing me. I am Muzaffar Ansari, and I work in LTI Mindtree. So, I have been conducting these Gen AI sessions, and I take my privilege to conduct this session in PSF. This is my second session. Last session was generally apps in using the AI. So, before I start with the session, let me set the context. Let me give you a big picture so that during the entire session, we stick to the roadmap, what we are focusing on. So we know generative AI, and everybody is professional in this, all those who have joined. Everybody knows Gen AI and where to apply. My session will focus purely on using generative AI at our workplace, that is in our office work. So what does it mean? There are tons of AI tools available in the market, all the LLM tools, but we will focus on those tools which are enabled in our corporate network. Okay, let me come back to the context. So this session will be purely for our professionals. That is, when we are working at our workplace, how we are going to leverage the generative AI so that we can use it effectively in our work. When I say effectively, which means we can have more productivity and we can increase our efficiency. So what is efficiency? We work 8 to 9 hours daily, whether it is work from office, whether it is work from home. Efficiency is we should try to cover up our work, complete our work, 8 hours task in less than 2 hours. And let me tell you, I'm using this generative AI for last two years. I was the early adopter in 2023. and I'm started using. I did some external courses also. That course now has a huge cost, but I was the first to join that course, external course, and let me tell you, my life has changed. Now I am the only one person. I don't want to boost myself, but just to give you one example, and then I'll not give my example. Maybe I have to give some of my examples only, which is a life case. So I am the only first person in my LTM Mindtree, 86,000 employees. I am the only first selected as AI Copilot trainer from Microsoft. So why I'm telling you, because I did lot of research in generative AI, external courses, lot of spends. I buy a lot of API keys, LLM keys also. So we have to spend our time, effort, and money if you want to achieve something. So again, coming back, we will use those generative AI tools, which is enabled in our corporate network. And because I am from the infra and clouds, I know the policies which is set in. In the last session also, you might have seen Microsoft Intune, which does all GPO policies across the organization. And Microsoft is, because every organization has Microsoft Enterprise Agreement. So using Copilot, which comes default with Windows 11 and above, and M365 is a subscription based. So because of enterprise agreement with Microsoft, we get data protection policy, which is very, very important when we use generative AI, which means our data remains safe. It is masked. It is not used for learning and training purpose by Microsoft. We are totally safe when we use Copilot. So what is generative AI? Okay. So as I said, I invest a lot. So I have invested in a tool called 123apps.com. So let me, instead of giving me the definition, let me ask generative AI to give the definition. What is generative AI? Which is the tool which converts text to speech.
Generative AI, Gen AI, refers to a category of artificial intelligence systems designed to create content such as text, images, audio, and even video based on a given set of inputs, data, or prompts.
So this is through an AI. I hope everybody has heard this audio. It was audible, right? Okay.
Yes, it was audible.
Yes,
Okay, thanks.
yeah.
So let's not go into this definition. Let's do a practical workflow. So this is a generative AI, a very basic how it operates. So all generative AI needs a prompt. This prompt can be in the form of a text. It can be in the form of an audio, because audio can also convert into text, or you can attach any files. So when we attach any files and we give a prompt, which is nothing but input, and you will see something screen like this. So when we enter a prompt, when we say submit, and now you can see we can attach a file, we can have a audio, which means we, instead of typing, we can, through the audio, we can type our prompt, attach a file. This is a submit button. As soon as we submit, it generates based on the prompt, which we will see in the subsequent slides. It can generate text, image, video, and so on. This is our output. So there is an input and there is an output. History of Gen AI. Now, these are the major LLMs. They may differ, but okay. At the end, I will tell you, I designed this using infographics, how you can use infographics. Earlier, it was just a plain text. At the last minute, I converted into infographics within minutes, which we will see, and you will love it when I showcase this infographic. So ChatGPT was the first, November 2022, which was like a boom. It was a major revolution, I would say, in the industry, because within 1 month, there were 6 million subscribers. Imagine 6 million subscribers within 1 month, which Instagram and Facebook, it took almost 6 months, 6 months versus 1 month. That is the reason we said by using this LLM, we can increase our productivity. 6 times is the minimum, I would say. 8 to 10 times we can increase our productivity. And this is from OpenAI, Sam Altman, you all know. And when I tried to sign up, I was in the waiting list for a few days. But today, with a very easy, because now the infrastructure has increased uh, with all GPUs and all processing power and all, with a basic Gmail account, you can get a very quick access to all these LLMs. Then in February, Microsoft is always like to compete with others. So Bing was the first, and then followed by Cloud, DeepSeek, Grow from Elon Musk. This is from Chinese, and then we have a Google Gemini, and then now we have the latest one, Google Gemini Pro, Google AI Studio with Google Gemini with Banana and all. I will try to showcase this because this is something which has which is the leading of all these LLMs. Now this has become the leader. How from the downfall it has scaled up, we will see. So this is about generative AI. I guess everybody has access to all these LLM. There are other LLM, but this is just on the higher side. As I said, we will not use ChatGPT. I'm sure everybody in all the organization, ChatGPT is blocked. DeepSeek, Chinese, uh, this is also blocked. So Copilot backend it uses ChatGPT model, but the front end is Copilot, which means we can have a layer of security for Copilot data protection policy, and these are all Grok and all. Each one has a different features. In our personal life, we should use all. You will come to know which is good for what. Okay. AI transformation, as I said, it has impacted the global economy. And this is, I would say, this is not the current trends. All this has hyperlink, but I have removed the hyperlink. We are all professionals. You can cross verify it very easily. And these are big shots like McKinsey, Deloitte, So any names, if I am using it without any authentication, then I am in trouble. So that's the reason I have removed the link. Okay. Now Google says, and this is, I read it 4 months back, 25% of the coding can be done using AI. But I am from infra and cloud. I can say with my experience, let me give one more of my experience, which is very dynamic experience. Okay, don't feel bad. Uh, 25% Google is saying, I will say 100%. So I have uh, generated a lot of application. In the last session, you might have seen how you can generate AI apps using any LLM. So I created a lot of application like security, static application, security testing, then test designer, and so on, a few other accelerators. Last week only my senior gave me a task to create a data migration validation AI app. Now we all know when for example, a bank, it, it enhances or it upgrades the application from say legacy mainframe to a new modernized banking application. The key component is data migration, which is a very heavy lifting. Now, data migration, when we migrate the data using any ETL tool or so on, Informatica or any other tool, there is a lot of data discrepancies when we extract the data. So once we do the migration, we do all profiling, tuning, and all those things, and uploading in the new application. It needs to be refined. Okay, so my senior told me, can you build one application which can do data profiling? I said, let me try it. Within 2 days, I created an application, data migration validation using, I just used this prompt and built a Python with the Flask, Panda, and front end HTML, this code application. And my senior wrote, you are awesome, Muzaffar. See, I got this appreciation. Why I'm telling these examples? I am from the cloud, which I am doing my daily tasks. Today, we have to do something extraordinary. We have to travel extra mile. I will tell you in the next slide. You all know it, but that is very serious one actually. That's the reason I'm giving a lot of examples. My infrastructure cloud person, Muzaffar, thousands of Muzaffar is available, but vanilla ice cream will not work. You should have some toppings,
What?
strawberry.
Excuse me. Uh, There is a message in the chat that the volume is little low. So is it possible for you to increase the volume
Okay, let
a
me speak
bit louder? Yeah,
less.
this is I think this was loud enough.
Okay, so thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, Jazakallah.
Okay, so what I was saying is by using AI, we can become something, a differentiating factor. Okay, so I was able to build this data migration validation. So 25% is a very industry standard, which is Google is saying it will increase more. What does it mean? If there is 100 developers, which means we don't need 25 developers. So that is the reason you can see in the industry, a lot of job cuts are there because AI is doing our task. And it is, as you can see, 88% of the organizations, they are using AI. I am from the pre-sales practice. I do work on RFPs and all. Every client asks us, we say, this is our DevOps, this is our discovery tool and all those things. They are saying whether it is AI enabled or not. So what we have to do now, we have to do AI enabled for all our accelerators and applications. Now, every industry, they are now asking we should have this AI integrated in all our applications, in all our services. See, this is a big chunk which is available in the market, which we can grab 4.4 trillion. This is expected till 2030. That is the reason every industry now they are adopting AI to achieve this target. And this is a very close target. This is a long term. This is a close target. $100 billion is invested in 2026. This is from Deloitte. Okay, I think let's focus on more on the hands-on. As I said, AI is impacting, and you have seen Intel, TCS, so many layoffs, and this is because of AI. AI has triggered mass layoff in IT sector. My nephew, he got 3 offers, one from Mahindra, Tech Mahindra, TCS, and CG. And he asked me, I said, join CG. And my cousin, he says, no, join in TCS because he is one organization for last 30 years. So he says, join TCS, though the salary was less, because you will be safe. And now we know TCS is also not safe. People are trembling now. Means they are crying in TCS also. There is a major layoffs. So he joined CG, luckily, and he is safe. So Google, as we know, Google had a very drastic drop last 2 years back. It was not able to compete with AI, and it has to lay off around 20K employees in last 2 years. But now Google, it has implemented Google Gemini Pro with Banana and all those Canvas features, which you will see it is amazing now. Means it is the revenue is increasing drastically. So right from the downfall, the revenue has scaled up to and it is a continuous, like the revenue is Google is generating because of enhancing the AI. Microsoft, 6,000 plus layoffs. Microsoft, though we know it is a giant, but still they are also not safe. They are also impacted. 14,000 layoffs in Amazon. Amazon, it was the first cloud provider in 2006. And Amazon has shopping and so many things. And now it is laying off 14,000 employees. So that was all the trends and the impact. And you see the big names. So should we wait for the pink letter and the gift to take home? Should we do this, or should we stay in this state, or should we enhance our skills in AI? So it is your choice. But I think everybody will agree that we should enhance our skills in AI. Now, Gen AI, let me tell you before I start with the hands-on session. Now, a complete session will be hands-on, no theory session. And in this hands-on session, we will cover each and every areas. And I'm sure everybody is using generative AI. So those of you who are using generative AI, fantastic. I'm sure you may get one or two something to learn, which will enhance your skills. And those, if you're not using it extensively, I'm saying this is the right time, or I would say it is a bit late, but better late than never. Otherwise, we will be out of the track, we will lose the race. Now, this is our first session, generative AI. Generative AI is phase one. So PSF is taking a phase manner approach. So this first session is generative AI, which is a phase one. And in the industry also, generative AI is phase one. Second phase is in this artificial intelligence is AI agent. It is a bit different compared to generative AI, which would be our next session in PSF. It has extra capability, which means it generates an output, a very specific output, tailored output. And the third phase is agentic AI, which is more of an autonomous. So I will not touch upon those other two topics. Let's stick to generative AI. So I am sure everybody in the organization, you are using Copilot, which is Copilot comes with Windows by default, so no issues. Microsoft 365 Copilot requires a subscription license. If you purchase it personally, it is around 600 plus, and in the organization, there is some dollars. So based on the usage, organization is uh, increasing the subscriptions for its employees. So Microsoft 365 and Copilot, MS Copilot and M365 Copilot, the difference is Microsoft 365 Copilot is nothing but Microsoft Office 365 Copilot, which is AI powered. So Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, email, Teams, and so on has Copilot integrated. So Copilot, if you go, it is a prompt through a browser or through an application. But when we go to a Microsoft Office, you will see the Copilot prompt within Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So this is M365 Copilot. We will touch upon this and the Copilot. And at the end, we will also touch few other tools. So let's start the hands-on. And these are, let me start with a very basic one, and then we'll go to the advanced one. These are very basic ones. Create a presentation. This is using prompt, and this is within M365. So this is a presentation. So let me go to the presentation. So I'm switching the screen and let me know if it is visible.
It is visible.
It is visible, right? Okay.
Yes, we can see your browser.
Browser. Okay, thanks. So here I have a subscription, as I mentioned. I just purchased this subscription, 689 rupees. I have this, and it is a credit based. When I'm using this AI within this application, credit gets reduced. So this is M365, and you will see all the applications are inbuilt. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneDrive, Teams, OneNote, and all those. Before I start with this PowerPoint and all, let me give this, explain this. This is something very nice. You can create an image, poster, forms. Forms is very good. Design, banners, and so on. Infographic is something which we should start using it in our presentation and much more. So in our corporate account for M365, you will also see a research and analyst, which is very, very useful. You should write analyst and research. One more option you will see agent. Now this is agent requires a Microsoft 10 and 10 and means it is enabled only for the organization. So that is, but anyway, AI agent is not our topic, but I'm just trying to brief what all things you will see in M365. So all these features are clubbed together in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Okay, so let's start with, so when we click this PowerPoint, we go to this PowerPoint. So here I will say create a blank presentation, or I can upload a file. Now all these files should reside in OneDrive so that Microsoft, so let me go to the next slide. One thing which I missed here is this is Word, PowerPoint. As you can see here, seamless integration via Microsoft Graph and LLM. LLM is nothing but Copilot. What is Microsoft Graph is nothing but your backend data repository, which can be in your SharePoint, OneDrive, or your Azure Cloud. So this is integrated. So when we create a Word, PowerPoint, it searches or it looks for Microsoft Graph, which is nothing but our backend data. So when I say create a PPT using a Word document, so we can refer a Word document, it will refer the cloud or it will refer the SharePoint or a OneDrive. So it will fetch the Word document and it will create the PPT. Vice versa, within the Microsoft Word, I can refer a PPT and I can create a Word document. Okay, so here once you go to this home, you will see the Copilot. So Copilot, you can type it here, or you will see something Copilot here. Create a new presentation, create from the file. So I will just give one simple prompt. Create a 6 to 7 slide presentation of Microsoft 365 Copilot. I know this is a very simple prompt, but as I said, we will just start a baby step. We'll go with very slow. So within Microsoft PowerPoint, with a single prompt, ideally the prompt should be big. What all slides you need, what should be the header, and so on. So I'm just giving, these are the headings. In reality, we should give more. But let me give my experience. Ideally, using Copilot within Microsoft PowerPoint or Word, we don't achieve a very nice presentation. Ideally, we should first create the presentation from the Copilot prompt and use that content to create the presentation. That would be much effective. So as you can see, within few seconds, our presentation is ready. I will not go to each slide, but just see how it is trying to create the presentation because I know how effective it is. So you see here 40, 60 something. So 40 or 50, 50 normally we say. 50% you will see the image, 50% you see the text. So it is a 50, 50, 40, 60 something. But I would say, to be very frank, this is not so effective by using creating a presentation. So we should create a presentation ideally from the prompt. As you can see here, when I say create a presentation, and then let me go to this Copilot prompt. This is a Copilot, copilot.microsoft.com. Just before, let me go into this prompt. One is within all applications, you can access Copilot. And if you go to, this is Edge browser. In Edge browser, you can see this chat. So this is nothing but Copilot. And when you go to a fresh browser, you see one more Copilot. So if you click, it will open a new screen, copilot.microsoft.com. So Copilot is everywhere, I would say. Okay. So this is my Copilot prompt. And let me just, here you should do Control Alt V because from the PPT, if you paste it, it will paste as an image. Now 6 to 7 slides presentation on Copilot. So it will create a presentation and then you can fine tune this and you can create a very nice of your own presentation. So this is a very basic prompt. Let me go to next one. Documentation, again, we can use this same prompt in the Copilot prompt, or we will use one prompt for each application just to save time as well. So this is my Excel. This is a Word. Create a blank document. Nusrat, just let me know what time I should end this so that I will increase or decrease my pace. So here you can see the Copilot prompt. I'm pasting it. Prepare a technical document on disaster recovery solution for a core banking application on AWS cloud. This means it will give all the AWS services like AKS, RDS, and so on. And it should be within these 400 words. And we will see what is the prompting and all later on. Let me cover M365 and then we will go a little deeper. So as you can see here, by default, it will create the document. I want to keep it or I want to regenerate it. So very nice documentation is ready. As you can see here, I go to reference, insert table of contents. You can see the table of content is ready in just a click. So here what we can do is we can also add a title in the first page as well. So you can see the table is ready, document is ready. So this is about document. I can point to a PPT and I can create a documentation, but I think these are very basic ones which you all can try. So this is creating a document using this M365 word. Same, you can try this prompt and it will create a proposal document. Create resume. This we will see in detail about resume and job description, which is very, very useful. Let me go to the Excel in M365. So here we have an Excel create, or what I will do is let me upload a sample Excel. This is a sample data. So in this sample data, as you can see here, here it is Copilot. So Copilot will be enabled in all your Office application. Now this is my Excel data, sample data, segment, which segment, government and all, private, public, country, what is the product, and then some sales figure is there. What I need to ask Copilot is get data insights. It will give me a data insight. So it will give me some data and then I can plug it inside as well. Ideally in Microsoft Excel, there is a data insight tab is also there, which you can also use. So this is just to get a very high level view. What is the data inside? I can ask top 5 products by sales and all. If I mention, it will give me top 5 products as per the sales. It will give me a figure. I just want to, now I don't see any profit tab here. Unit sold, sales price, some discounts and all, but you don't see any profit tab, right? So in a simple prompt, create a profit column. Okay. I'll just mention profit column. So let's see, create a so first I have to do calculate the profit and add in the column. So there is no profit, as you can see here, there is no profit column. What it will do ideally, it will add or it will give me a new Excel file. So it will take maybe what is the sales and what is the COGS and all, and it will calculate the total profit. So there are a lot of prompts you can see, which is the top 3 countries, which has the maximum sales. It's a very basic prompt you can try. Now it is calculating the profit. Let's see whether it is able to calculate the profit. And we'll open this Excel. Now in this Excel, as you can see, there will be a profit column. See, you can see the profit column. It has calculated the profit. So if we do it manually, we may have some error, but we know the calculation and all. But see, in a half line prompt, you can create any column. So again, for a large payroll of a company, they wanted for let's say more than 70,000 employees. They wanted to create few additional columns that which are the employees whose salary is increased as compared to the last month. So what is that component? Whether it is increased, decreased, or same. Which are the components which have changed, and so on. So that prompt can also be created. So this is about Excel. Let me give you one very simple and realistic example. This is a sample Excel, for example. And as I said, I'm from infra. The project teams, they comes and ask for the virtual machine for so-and-so configuration, like I need so-and-so vCPU, so-and-so RAM. And then we have to allocate some cost. So how do we calculate the cost? So if I have to select, say, 4 CPU and 16 GB RAM, what is the cost? So there is a formula to calculate the cost. Now, this Copilot can do very extensive calculation. I'm showing you a very simple one. This is very basic calculation that my CPU and RAM in which worksheet it is, in which cell it is, what is which is the count, which is the price, and where I need to plug the pricing and all. So this is about the prompt. We will share this Excel. You can try it. So you can start with a new prompt. And as I said, we should not do copy paste, Control Alt V. So it will generate two formulas for me, which I just need to plug it. And you will see the formula is not so easy. It is a VLOOKUP and all. I know if you are good in Excel, you can try it. So for example, I want to paste it in G column. So what is the vCPU of 4? 4 is 400, 5 is 500, correct? If I select 5, it will become 500. Now what is the cost of RAM? I'll use the other formula. I'm just pasting the formula, just see, 16, 1200, this is okay. 8 GB RAM, 800. 8 GB RAM, 800, this. And now this can be a very exhaustive Excel with CPU, RAM, disk, so network, XYZ. Create a very exhaustive Excel with all costing and just paste the formula. The formula will be a little bigger, but see, if any project team comes and asks, give me this machine, you know the cost. So total cost is very simple to calculate. You don't need a formula. So 30, sorry, not 13 here. Cost should be here, 1300. So this is about Microsoft Excel. This is very interesting. Resume, job description, and the cover letter. So, okay, let me start with creating a resume. Create a sample resume of a cloud architect, 10 years of experience in Azure and so on. See, this is a very basic prompt, which I'm sure you can also, we will share this Excel. So this will create a resume. Let me show the resume which I created by using that prompt. This is the second one. So by using that prompt, I was able to create this resume. Okay. So I'm trying to showcase something a little interesting one. So this is very simple, right? You can give the prompt and I showed you the resume, which you can also try. I'm assuming you are using Copilot. So I'm trying to skip some of the part. I have my resume, which Nusrat has read from LinkedIn, but I have a profile on Wix site as well. So this is my profile on Wix site. As you can see, all data is available. Very simple, wixsite.com/profile. Now, interesting one. What I'm saying is, can I build a resume from this website or from LinkedIn? So just see this prompt. This is very interesting, actually. So what I'm saying here in Copilot, see the prompt. Use the data from the URL, or I should say use the content, is the right word, from the URL and prepare a professional resume. Because I have this Quillbot enabled, so it will help me with grammars and all. So I just see this, whether it is able to create a resume or generate a resume. This will be very, very interesting. So it will generate, and now I can generate a job description also, which is very, very simple. With this command, I was able to generate the job description of a cloud architect. Earlier, I know I was also in the interview panel, creating a job description. We have to write every lines. Now you can see, with just one prompt, you can create this job description. Ideally, we should not use this. Okay, one thing, let me just explain again. Okay, so as I said, Copilot is integrated with ChatGPT 5. So let's not use, because this is a very slow response. This will do a very deep dive. This you can do for research and all, creating the quiz and all. Quick response is better actually. It will generate very quickly. So we should use ChatGPT 5 when we want to have a very detailed response. So, and that is very slow. In fact, it will do a lot of research and all. So, and this will be a little faster. It will generate a resume. So here is a polished resume, Muzaffar Ansari. You can see the profile. See this within seconds. as you can see the profile, my profile is ready. So this profile and this profile is the same. Okay. Now, let's go one step ahead. Suppose in recruitment, now we used to get a lot of, when in our team, when we used to hire any tech specialist, so we used to scan the resume, then call for the interview and all. See here, what we can do is, I have say resume 1, 2, 3, and I can attach 10 resumes. I don't know what is the max limit, but minimum 10 you can attach, and I can attach this job description. So if I have to scan these resumes, first level scanning, then call for the first interview with this job description, what I can do here, now I can do Control V, because not Control V, let's attach this image or file. So desktop. Let me know if I'm going fast or slow. Let me hear from the other side as well. Is it okay? The flow and all those things you are able to catch? Hello.
Yes, it's okay.
It's okay, fine, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Fine. So what is the prompt? You are an HR manager for reviewing the job profile. Compare the candidate's resume and identify the best fit based on the GD. And also give me side-by-side comparison. So it will evaluate and give the comparison. So there are, I just attached 4 resumes, 3 resumes and 1 job description. And this is my prompt, Control-Alt-V. Just see within seconds, I can scan so many resumes. It will give me which is the best fit. Now, what is this resume? We should understand the resume first. Sorry, the job description. Job description, 12 years of total experience with 8 years in cloud. This is one. And then preferred required skills, and then some certification, preferred certification, AWS and all. So let's see. Zahir Ansari is first. Okay. 23 years of experience. Okay. And then there is John with 10 years of experience. I attach my resume from this also. 30 years of experience. Okay. Now side-by-side comparison. 12, 23, 10 years, 30. This is the job description of the requirements. Now you see this is so beautiful, very easy to judge. So requirement is 12, where it is fitting. What is the 8, who all fits. So this is a very detailed comparison. And finally, best fit is John. Luckily, I'm not the best fit. Why John? Let's see. Despite slightly less total experience, he aligns mostly close with the JD's technical requirement. He has all these DevOps and other capabilities. Muzaffar has strong leadership, but less skills. Now, let me disclose one thing, which I just recalled right now. See, this resume I created using this prompt, generative AI prompt, which is artificial resume, okay? But this resume has precedence over my resume, which is my realistic resume, this is my resume for last 30 years, which I enhance day by day. But I am second in the race. Someone who is virtual, not real. It is a generated resume through using generative AI. He is the best fit now with me, comparison in the market, which means I am out of this race. So what is the message? You just see the message. It is very powerful message that someone with AI skills will win over you. I just realized this. This is something which I never thought I will explain this in the session. Something, just imagine what is this. This is a real example that someone with, this is an artificial resume, compared to my real life experience. Somebody is winning the race. So really it is very, very thought provoking. Very, very something to. Now, Taylor, now what is the next step? We want to give a cover letter or offer letter to Mr. Who is that? John, right? So he is the best fit now. Taylor for, let's create a cover letter also for this person. So cover letter is HR manager company and all. I'm excited to hire you and also so it is so beautiful it is. You see, cover letter is ready within seconds, less than 10 seconds. So this is the power of AI. I know these prompts may be very familiar, but just think this session as a refresh. Now create minutes on meeting. You can also go to again, Outlook is here. So in Outlook, there are two features. One is Copilot, one is by Coach. So Coach will further give you a very better response. So this is my personal Outlook. In my corporate Outlook, I have very nice, lot of features are available. I don't know whether I'll be able to showcase all, but just as okay. So as I said, Copilot is everywhere. You can see Copilot. You can click here, and this is something I received one. Okay. So this is one. Very few less emails in my Outlook. So let me see if I can show something. Okay. What we can do is we can generate a new mail. Okay. Create a new mail, and we will use Muzaffar Ansari. Gmail.com. I'm writing to him. There's a spelling mistake. We should avoid it. Or let me type it here. LNT. This is my old. It is now LTM entry. So this is. I can draft with Copilot. Okay. So what is my prompt? Alt I. So what do you want to say? I'm just writing here. It will draft an email for me. So I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to remind you about the upcoming meeting and all. Ideally, I should give some more content, so it will draft in a better way. Now, what I can do is I can make it short, I can make it long, I can change the tone. This is very important. Direct, casual, formal. I can also make it like a poem. It will.
I just missed this part. Can you just replay it once again?
Okay. So let me delete this. Uh, okay. Yeah, this is important actually. I agree. So there is a email. For example, let me start with email only. Then I'll go with summarize and all. So you're writing an email to someone, okay, and whatever is the meeting, uh, project kickoff. So any this is a subject line, okay. You can either click this or Alt I. So when you click Alt I or draft with Copilot, you can see draft with Copilot also. What we are saying is uh, project kickoff meeting, okay. Ideally, I should write, let's meet for the project kickoff meeting to discuss about the new, what is the new cloud implementation project for ABC. So we are inviting the team to discuss about the project kickoff meeting. So it has generated one nice prompt for me. I hope this message finds you well. Ideally, okay, I just wanted to show something else. When I say click, keep it, it will keep it. Otherwise, if I say more, then I can make it short, long. I can make it casual and so on. So now I got a draft prompt, which I can further fine tune it. Excited to announce there is a meeting. Now we can, if you think, because if you write the prompt with more pointers and all, your draft will be as is. You don't need to change. Just for the demo purpose, I gave a very basic prompt, which is not the realistic prompt. So it has generated some prompt for me. So now I can fine tune this prompt and I can say best wishes or warm regards. Okay,
टायर
Muzaffar.
खड़ा नहीं कर
This,
पाएगा
Okay. So one more thing, let me. I hope this is clear, right? You just draft
सामने वाले भी कर सकते हैं यार उसको
and then uh, there will be one more option,
ये क्या
like
ये लोग
whether
ने
you want
मैंने
to make it short, long, and so on. Okay, and change the tone, professional, casual, and so on. Okay. Now, just wanted to show there is a coaching option, which means it will enhance few of the words. So it will analyze our email and it will suggest use something better. Like for example, what is the tone? It is saying the tone is good so far, but it is saying you might consider adding a brief personal note, like include a sentence something like, I appreciate the unique skills of each one of you. So it is suggesting something which we can copy. Let's make this milestone project together. So additional comment. So instead of looking forward, we can say, let's make this as a closing remark, we can add this. So this will give me some suggestions which we can add it here. Okay. So it will try to give some better words, better sentences, which we can polish our content. So this is about coaching. I hope it is clear, right? One is Copilot. You can draft email. Coaching, further fine tune. Without using the Copilot also, somebody sends you an email and you are replying it with your own words. You can use coaching for further enhancing few words. I am excited. So it will say, I am, maybe it will say, I am thrilled. Use this word, I am thrilled. So this way it will try to give you a lot of suggestions, which you can really enhance your email. So that is called coaching. Okay. So let me discard this or rather sending. Now I have something, some emails are there. For example, let me open one of the emails. So there is an email, congratulations. Some email is there. So what I can do is, rather going through this entire email, I can say, Copilot, summarize this email. So this will give me the context. What is this email all about? So you received a congratulatory email from Microsoft, and it will just give me a few bullets. What is this email all about? So very easy when you are on leave, you can just get summary of your, quickly you can go through the emails because sometimes what happens, you are added in the last minute. So you don't know what is the head and the tail. So this will give us summary. So summarizing this, I don't know why it is slow, but this gives a very quick summary of the entire email for your achievement in Microsoft Azure. So I did some Azure certification and it is summarizing that this email is from Microsoft with all congratulatory email ID and all those things. Okay, so this is about summary. What else is there? Day-wise planner. Okay, this is also very nice. Day-wise planner. So go to your meeting notes, and in the meeting notes, what you can type is, every Monday you should type this ideally. Go to the planner. There is a planner here ideally, but I have limited access. There is OneNote is available. If you go to this OneNote, and there will be Copilot. Review all my email chats and teams for this month. I would say not this month, last month. This month is very small. Help me create a 1 week planner, Monday to Friday, with a list of activities and actionables. This is very, very important, beautiful prompt. Ideally, I don't have much. This will look all my personal emails and all, which I don't have much to showcase. So it is trying to go through. So this is called Microsoft Graph, which because it has access to our Teams, all our chats on Teams, emails, Outlook, SharePoint, OneDrive, and then ideally it is from the Teams and the emails. It will extract the information for the month of November, and it will give me a day-wise calendar. Monday, what you should do, what is the key actionable, and all. So it's so beautiful. Ideally, if you try this prompt uh, in your notepad, uh, just see how beautiful it is. Just try this prompt. Okay, I think I have 50% only I have covered. So let me try to little speed up. Now this is very, very important. And this is the crux of the core, soul, whatever you can call, of generative AI. because if you are good in prompting, nothing like it. As I said, I am from the infra and cloud. I was able to create a developer application without any coding skills. So all because of prompting. First of all, it is very important what context. You have to give the storyline. Nobody accepts any script without a story, which means script is required ideally. Context is very important. What is the context? That is the reason I started with my context. Though it was not generative AI, it is my presentation. But uh, as a live example, I started with context. So we should use it ourselves also, walk the talk, what we are saying. So context is very important. Otherwise, AI will generate anything. Very important. What task you want to perform? Okay, generate something, PowerPoint presentation, document XYZ. What role? It is very important. If we define the role like you are a medical doctor or lawyer or technical tester, developer, so project manager, accordingly it will use its skill and draft the response. And then the tone is also important: professional, casual, direct, and so on. So this is very, very important art of prompting. Let's see, give me a 5 slide on UPI. Do you feel this is a good art of prompting? Ideally, no. One level above. You are a product manager at Paytm. Okay. Now, RBI has launched UPI. UPI, we all know, we are using. Now, there is a challenge for Paytm. Now, we are asking this co-pilot to make a case study of how it will impact our business, that is Paytm business, which needs to be presented to the board of directors. Now, here we know something, we can understand what is this prompt, but art of prompting is here. We don't need to type this context, text and all, but just for reference purpose, I have written here. You don't need to, you can directly start here. I am the product manager at Paytm, which is the context. What is the task? Give me a novel ideas. Topic, what is the topic? UPI has launched something which is impacting our business. Ideally, this should be a context also. Audience is board of directors. What is the key points? UPI, how UPI will disrupt this business. What role you are performing as a CPO, Chief Product Officer, and create some visuals as well. Tone should be professional. See, this prompt is so beautiful. So this is a good prompt. Let me try with the last prompt. So the admin, I would request next 30 minutes, less time for Q&A, because once we complete the session, I am sure most of the queries you can answer yourself using this GenAI. And anything related to the session can be really asked. So as you can see here, current landscape with the visuals, how it is going to disrupt, strategic response, very detailed, it has given the presentation. And it has given some references as well. I can say all these references, I can go through the references. I can copy this and I can paste it in my Word. Always we should say appreciate it. It likes actually, or we can edit it directly. So this is the prompt. Let me go to a second prompt, research prompt. Those who are in the research, I am pursuing a PhD and need to develop a research-based content piece in the banking domain for my thesis project. Help me create a 1,000 word. I'm giving that this is my task, and which all areas it has to look upon, retail and so on. What are the challenges, opportunities, and these are the market risk and so on. Tone should be academic. I'm not giving professional, academic yet accessible. So this is a very nice prompt. Ideally, you can try this prompt in Perplexity, or there is one more tool for research and all. Let me show. Semantic is there, which you can use for. So when we go with some other tools, Semantic and all, you can use this tool. Uh, anyway, I can type it here, but let me first type this prompt here so that let it generate. So I'm pasting this prompt, submit. Semantic Scholar, you can try this. This is very nice AI-powered research tool. And this is enabled in our corporate. So you can type the same prompt, continue as, okay. And then once you continue, this will recognize you, and next time it will, based on your flavors and all, it will give you a very nice customized response. So this is very nice. You can try this semantic scholar. There is one or two other. You can try it. Let me close this. Now, as you can see here, now it has given me a complete detail because I wanted a research. And now, as you can see, the current trend, very detailed 1000 words response, global banking and all those things, conclusions and all those things. So this is, we can use it in our research work. Preparation for certification exam. This is very, very interesting. Let me again go to this new. See, normally when we do the exams and all, so what we do is we rely mostly on the dumps, that is the question papers and all those things. So, and we have the document. So rather reading this lengthy document, which is as an example, this is 400 plus pages. Okay, it is AWS content. Okay, in detail. So what you can do is reading with question and answer will be very easy, so that we remember the question and answer well as compared to just reading the text or the paragraph. So I can create a FAQ. Entire syllabus, what is AWS? Now we will remember AWS is something cloud computing. Okay. And what all things it has, how, and based on the topic, based on the content, that is the headings, it is generating this FAQ. So beautiful it is. And it can generate more FAQs as we give the prompt. Now, one more very interesting, that what I would like to have is, after I have read this FAQs and all for the entire document or entire PDF, I can do some random mock test. So which AWS is used for hosting virtual servers? What is the answer? EC2 instance, we all know. So this is the correct answer. So this is giving me like MCQs with multiple choice and the right answer. In fact, I have an option to create a quiz as well. I can create quizzes as well. So I can attach this. It is attaching, create 10 quizzes. So this will create a quiz. Ideally, for creating the quiz, I would suggest you go to this. This is better. Very, very beautiful feature. This is use forms, Microsoft Forms, and very simple to use. I'm not showcasing this. Survey, you can do this. Like PSF, they do surveys, and then they get the ratings. Quiz, you can create invitations, registrations. Very beautiful. If I just say click with create this quiz along with Copilot, so get started. I can draft with Copilot. I can just say create a quiz on generative AI. It will create a quiz with the right answer. Then I can send the response, view the responses and all. Very beautiful feature. So I was here, right? So it is creating quiz, but ideally this will take some more time to create the quiz. Anyway, so this was an addition which we can also use Microsoft Forms for creating the quizzes and all. Now, summarize this video. This is also very simple. If I don't want to go to this video, let's get a fast response. So this is the video. For example, this is on YouTube, 45 minutes video on cloud architecture.
When you have the perfect...
Okay. So instead of going through the video, what I can do is I can ask Copilot to give me a summary, key highlights of the video. What is this video all about? I can just go through. I can ask further questions as well. So this is one. Second is, let me go here. Try to use this feature as well. Go to Microsoft Edge, go to any browser, go to docs.microsoft.com or any URL, ask the Copilot that summarize this page. It will tell you, summarize the main points on this page. So it will summarize. You want to go to the next section, Microsoft guidance. clipchamp service, which is also very nice to create the videos and all. Again, I say summarize. So it will summarize what is Microsoft clipchamp. Rather reading this, I can just do the summary. So here also you can type it, or if you know the URL, you can type it in the prompt. So this is, let's go to what all is left. These are the technical prompts. You can try it, create a run book, just type this prompt. Those who are into infrastructure and they want to create a Terraform script, this is very good. What is Terraform? It is infrastructure as a code. It creates a script so that rather going to the AWS cloud and creating the services through this script, I want to launch an EC2 instance on the AWS. So by just filling some details, which regions and all those things, we just run these two command, that is Terraform init. We have to save this as main.tf, Terraform init, Terraform apply. These two commands, and this instance will be running up and running on AWS cloud. Very simple to use. DAX queries, very simple formulas you can create. In Power BI, you use DAX queries, right? Maven, earlier we used to have a lot of challenges in creating this Maven script, but in just a small prompt, you can create this Maven script. This is something, if you are a tester, if you want to create some test cases on two parameters like create loan and loan processing, you can try this prompt. And we can create an agent as well. You can create a lot of test cases with backend tons of repositories. Now it will create a whether very test cases for loan creation. You can check valid data, invalid data, and so on. It will create for the loan creation and for the loan approval. These are the test cases. Ideally, when we create the test cases, we say convert into table because it has to be in the table form. Ideally, all test cases. What is the test cases? What is the precondition? What should be the output and expected results? Input and the output results. So this way you can create the test cases. So this is about the technical prompt. Images is very, very interesting. And then let me cover how much time do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slides.
We're already near the end. You can go to the 5 slides and we'll hold a short Q&A.
Yeah, that's the reason I said make it little short because everybody can get the answer from Copilot. Something they need extra. Let me try to cover in 20 minutes. I guess it is still 1 p.m., right? Or 12:30.
It was till 12:30, but you can
It was
quickly go
till,
through the remaining
my
slides.
God. I have my watch here and I was thinking 1 p.m. Okay. Now let me just wrap up in 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. My bad. I never miss that time. So let me see what is interesting here. See, medical report you can attach. I have the medical report here. Something I wanted to, very interesting was there. Okay. Somebody should have given me 5 minutes alarm, something. Now I'm really in confusion. All these are very beautiful things. But let me see, give me 5 or 7 minutes. I think today is Sunday. We can just apology and I need a request, then only I can continue. Otherwise, maybe if everybody is happy, then I can continue for 10 minutes because I need your concurrence. Then only I can continue. Something, these are the important complex slides actually. I wanted to show how to build an application, build a SaaS application and so on. Just want to know, are we okay for next 10 minutes?
Yes.
Sure, no?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes, bhai. You can continue for 10 minutes as we have already started 10 minutes late.
Yeah, right. 10 minutes late was there. No?
Yes, yes. You can take 10 minutes and conclude.
If you think there is something important, you can continue till 1 a.m. also, 1 p.m.
1
also.
a.m. will be better because this will change your life, to be very frank.
Yeah, sure, then we are available.
Whatever I've learned in 3 years, now I'm showcasing in just whatever, 1 hour or so. This
No,
will
we are
be
available.
at the end of, after 1 p.m., you will really say something we have learned. So
We are
Please go
available.
ahead,
Yeah,
bhai.
please.
this now, because now the sessions are very interesting now. All these are very basics one. Now starting with a nice session. So let me cover images is very, very interesting, and infographic is also interesting, and the how to build an application, that is also very important. So let me start with DevOps now. So Suppose we are in a different domain and somebody gives me any image workflow and all. What I'm asking Copilot is explain me this workflow. Ideally, I don't need to write DevOps and all. So even if I don't know DevOps, it will explain what is this workflow all about. Continuous integration with Jenkins and all. I'm not reading, otherwise I could have explained this DevOps. I am good in DevOps. There is one session, but you can just see, get an overview about this DevOps. Now, my brother-in-law had a brain hemorrhage last month. He was in Dubai. My nephew and all, they were not able to read the CT scan report, very complicated report. Ideally, I should say act as a sonologist and all those things, but simple prompt, explain me in a layman term this CT scan report. So it is saying post-surgery, there was a bleeding in the brain hemorrhage, and there is a still swelling. What is, in simple term, what is the outcome? So, and this is really very interesting. If somebody, just on the lighter note, if you want to marry a girl, or if you want a girl, if you want to marry someone, a boy, okay, where is the photo? You can see the personality. Actually, I should have kept this. Okay, this was on the lighter note, but describe the personality. Means describe the personality of this person. So if you are meeting any CTO or somebody, you have the photo, just see. It will tell you whether he's confident and composed, oriented, stylish. I'm not, but this is about the photo, not about me. So same way you can scan any photos, professional and all. Would you like to create a character profile? So persona based. So it will create a character profile. So this is something new which I learned actually. You can also scan the image. Now convert into text. So this is something many times we get something in like in Marathi or any images and all. So what we can do is we can convert into, for example, it is very good, like just giving a very short one. So paste it. These all features you can use it. Something image is there, and if you want to type the same thing in your Word file, so rather going earlier, what we used to do, we used to go through this and we used to type one by one. Now you don't need to type. You just scan this. It will give you, convert into text, copy this text directly in your document. So this is one feature we can, where you can directly copy the text. Image creation, create an image of a IT professional, and it will create an image. This is a very simple prompt. I'm not typing. We can, for the team, we can create a nice card as well. This is for Navida. Congratulations on completing, I don't know, 5 years or how many years in PSF journey. But let's create uh, this card. Now, as I said, we can use this, create an image, create infographic. I'm not using because I know as this will take some time actually, because Microsoft Copilot is a bit slow. So let me show the same thing on Google Gemini. This is very, very fast. And also good part, I have a pro feature available. So I get all the access. So here I am. In this, I will select create image. So if you want to wish your team members, you can easily create this card in few seconds and send it across. Congratulations on, let's create this, let's try to create this image, and we will go to the next. Infographic, this is very, very beautiful feature. And as I said, Google has won the race. This feature is also available in Copilot, infographics and all. But see this, if I have to present this, or if I have to convert into slides with some graphics, how much time it will take. See this, I can directly send. Isn't it beautiful? Like, big congratulations. I can send this. This is something not like a card and all, but this looks so beautiful. Like I can, and you can see this PSF very nicely it has created. So let me go to this. Let me create this. You will see this is so beautiful. We can directly plug it in our PowerPoint presentation. Let it create. Same way, we can create this infographic for this particular content. But let me give you the best one, history of Gen AI. This is also, I created this first slide using this infographic. As you can see the slide on the left side, slide number 6 and 7. So, but I will give you one of the best option. Now you can see here, 6 stages of software development life cycle. Compare the text and compare this. I can just copy this image and I can just paste it here. Sorry, I have to say, it looks so beautiful, right? Just compare the text and compare this image infographics. So I can do this. So this is one, but I think this is something which I tried it yesterday. This is my last prompt from this infographic, and then I'll complete the application part, which is very important, and then we'll end this session. So see this beautiful form. Create an infographic graphic of attached resume. Now, what we do is um, now today everybody likes to have a graphical resume and all text and all. Nobody looks into. So if I have to create a one-page resume of Muzaffar Ansari, just see how beautifully it will create this resume. The profile which I have shown, or you can see this resume number 3. See this resume. Okay. This is generated actually from Wix. But if I have to paste my original resume, and then you can see the difference. It will create my resume in a infographic form within few seconds. So let it create. It will just take a few more seconds. And let me come to the last part now. This is very, very important. And this is the example which I was giving. I created this data validation application. So these 3 slides, it should not take much time. So now let me start with very basic so that those who are not into coding, they can try to use this, starting with a very small, and then we'll go to the last 2 use cases and we'll wrap up. See, my resume is ready. Muzaffar Ansari Cloud. Isn't it beautiful? Professional summary, core competencies, what are things notable, accomplishment, professional summary, education, certification. Within this word it has created. Just try this, I would say. You don't need to have no more text in your PowerPoint presentation. Type anything, you get the infographics. Try it in Copilot. I'm not using Copilot. You can just try it. It takes more than 5 to 6 times delay in Copilot. Gemini is very fast. As I said, backend infrastructure, they have their own data center. Apart from GPU and all, Google has their own processors and all those things. They have implemented a lot, and that is the reason I said they are the leader now in the market. Okay, coming to the last one, which is how do we create an application? So let me start with a very basic application. Those who are working in different geographies, you can create a very simple HTML. See the create a HTML format to show 3 different world clocks, India, UK, and US, and add some animations. It will create an HTML file, which you can try it. Okay. Just save the file and this clock is ready. Again, I did a mistake, so let me just cancel this. I should not use thinking. I should use fast, no tools, and it will be faster. So just see the HTML file will be ready. So what we have to do, copy this file, paste it in the notepad. Step number 2. Step number 3 is save it as a, you should save as an HTML file. So clock.html, and it should be all files. Save it. Just see this clock now.
We could not see this notepad and HTML
Oh,
type.
yeah. So let me just share it again. You will not be able to see the desktop also. So let me share it again. Okay.
Yeah, many of the files we could not see.
Oh my God. Okay. Now you are able to see this, right? Just prompt. Okay.
Now it is visible.
Yeah. So I saved this. I opened the notepad. Let me tell you again. You are able to see this notepad, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So I copied this content. Okay. HTML file which is generated, and I copied in this. This is the HTML file. I copied in my notepad and saved as. This is very important. You should see all files clock.html. I have to give save. So once I save it, okay, let me open from here. Otherwise, desktop you will not see. So I have saved this as a clock. Okay. Can you see this clock?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, India, UK, US, three regions clock. So okay, this is created. Now this was a very simple application. Let's go a step ahead. Now you can convert this into Python as well, or any other React or any other.
You use Gemini for it. You are referring Copilot.
I can use Copilot also. Okay, next time I'll use Copilot. Let me close this Gemini. Okay, I'll use Copilot. You are right. Fine, not an issue. This prompt you can type it in anyway. Okay, same way you can create an X0 game. It will create an HTML, save it and run it. Next is your just last two prompts only. Then I will close it. So suppose this is a use case. One use case is creating an application on AWS. So you create a EC2, or this is a virtual machine, create a small storage bucket, S3. This is a Lambda function which triggers function as a service. Then there is a NoSQL database Dynamo. Create this basic service. Now we will create an index.html file, which is for the front end. So any end user uploads an image, by default, it should go to the storage bucket. So this is the prompt for any image to save it in the S3 bucket. As soon as Lambda has many functions, as soon as there is something storage, it will trigger a code. And this code can be in Node.js or any other form. It will save in the database. So I will just show this one simple prompt, and Node.js, you all can try it. So this is my Copilot, right? So this is my quick response. Simple code, index.html, and I just need to upload. Very simple prompt. So let's go to the second one. I'm in the notepad. If you're not able to see, just let me know. Notepad, saving it to the desktop. And what is this? Index.html and files. This file, we have to save it in our EC2 server. This is the index. So end user will see this URL, public URL. He will choose the file, he will upload the file, and he will say upload. As soon as he says upload, this will go to the S3 bucket, and then we create one more script and update in the Lambda function. So this is one case. Now this is my last case. We will try this. So what is this case all about? So this is creating a very security application. So every code which goes to the production, it has to be scanned for vulnerabilities. Now there is one very powerful tool, Fortify, which is SaaS based and on-premise based, which has a high cost. So I'm from the Temenos background, banking. InfoBasic is the very legacy code, which Fortify was not able to scan it. So I was given the task, can you create some application which can scan the InfoBasic code? So I tried it. And I'm in the next level now to build a very high sophisticated application. Now there is a simple thing. I can open this. This is my final prompt. Okay. But let me give you a tip. Start with a small. In your Copilot, there is a prompt option, prompt creation option you will see in the Copilot. So give a very basic prompt that I want to create a web-based SaaS application using HTML only. And this will be our next session for creating AI agent. So this application is AI based, which means it needs an API key. How to generate API keys and all we'll see in the next session. But I have all the API keys with me. I have API key for Gemini, Open API, and AWS key. So for creating this LLM based, we have to use API keys. The application should have an option to upload the code. Once the code is uploaded, it should scan the vulnerabilities using OWASP, which is a standard. And then it should tell me the summary, critical, and so on and so on. What I have to do is start with a very basic. What I'm prompting Copilot is to give me a first prompt. It is not creating an application. So it will generate a prompt for me. So it will generate a prompt. I copy this prompt, okay? And then I paste it. I'm not pasting it and trying it. Okay, let me try this prompt, okay? So when I paste this prompt, it will generate an HTML file. I need to copy this and I need to just save it, okay? Just to save time, I will say I have saved this file. Open Notepad, copy it, save it as HTML, and then I have saved it, okay? After saving this file, entire file, as you can see here, I want to show one more steps, a very advanced level, copying, pasting, and saving it. I have shown the basic. Now let's go to the last option, how to make it public. So this is my file which I have already saved it. Okay. Now how this application, if I have to build using any coding application, this would be like a humongous task for me. In fact, I will not be able to do it as well. So this is a vulnerable Java application which I downloaded. I want to scan it. So I'm using this application, which I have built only with a simple prompt. First, I have asked Copilot to give me a prompt. It gave me a prompt. Then I executed the prompt in the Copilot. I generated HTML, saved in Notepad, save as HTML, and simple open this HTML file. And now you can scan. After scanning, you can see it will give me critical, medium, high. It will give me the finding. It will give me the recommendations. Fantastic. And then I can download the report. That is the best part. So here you can see it is scanning this code. Now it is giving me 5 critical, 3 high, 4 medium, and so on. Where is the vulnerabilities? You can see so many vulnerabilities it has given me. And the best part, I go and download the report. It will download the report here. It is downloading. I can open in Word, make it beautiful, convert it to PDF, and send it to the client. Now let's go to the next step. And this is something very, very interesting one. This application, okay, I built it using Copilot prompt. This is option number 1. Second, if I have to host it, if I have to host this and make it public, because index.file, this file, everybody, I have to share the code, index.html, which is not a good option. So what I can do is I can go to GitHub. This is option number 1. And I'll give you a quicker one after this, and then we'll end the session. So create a new repository. GitHub has an option where you can host your index file and you can host it public. So GitHub, we will cover in the DevOps, but here I'm creating a repository named SAST, and I need to change this name to index. Okay. So I'm uploading a file. Sorry, not creating a file. I need to upload a file. Click this. There is an index.file. So whenever we upload a file, we have to say commit. Commit my first change. This is about DevOps. Okay. Now you see the beauty of this GitHub. Okay, there is an API secret key. Okay, it is warning me because there is some API secret key. API secret key is very important. It's used in test. No risk, I'm saying it has no risk, so allow it. So what is secret key actually? Let me tell you. API keys are very important. You should save it. This is my open API key, very huge one. We will see how to create this API keys. Now this commit the changes. Commit the changes means it will get intact. Now if I go to this Muzaffar Ansari repository, I will see this is my a repo. It is my repository, and in this repository, okay, I don't see any file here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do one thing. I will show how to host this in a different application. Here, let me show you a very simple one. Index. There is that is AI based. So we will see how to host it later on. Index.html. So let me use this. This doesn't have any API keys. So this is my X and 0 game. When I'm committing 111, this will not give me any error, and it will upload the file. Now you can see index.file is available here in my repository. Now let me go to this repository, which is ideally it is X and 0 game. Here is a setting. In this setting, go to pages. This is deploy from a branch. Okay. This is in my main branch in the root file. And as soon as I save yes, it will create a URL which will be publicly available. So this is how do we can make this our application hosted on public using GitHub. Now, in just last 2 minutes, let me again open Google Gemini. And now, as I said, Google is winning the race. So we have seen Google Images, that is one. There is one more option called as Canvas. I'll show you one, but you can try tons of applications you can create in seconds. You will get all the code. You will get the application up and running, and you can share it on public. So this is my last prompt, and we should be done. So again, let's go to the same prompt. Okay, I will copy this prompt. Or I can use a small prompt as well. So just imagine this is Canvas and see the beauty. Within minutes, it will run the code. It will publish our application. So it will open a new screen now. Let's go to GitHub and see whether it is deployed or no. Refresh it. See, this page is available. Okay, copy this link in the chat. You can try this. This is an X and 0 game. Try this. So beautiful it is. I'm playing this X and 0. X means restart. So you can try this. This is hosted on public. Now see this, my application, which I created. First, I created this SAST application using the code. And now this application is ready. As you can see, the code is here, same code, and I can see the preview. So what I can do is choose the file, Java, and I can analyze the code. It will analyze, it will give me all the results. You can create any applications, inventory, academic, whichever applications you can create it. Within seconds, it will generate the code and you can see the analysis, how many critical and all. It is available. Now you can share this. You can copy the contents. Let me share this link. Link is copied again. And let me paste in the chat. Here, I don't need to go to the GitHub or anything. With one command prompt, I'm able to create my application and host my application. You can try this. I hope you are able to access the application.
It's
So,
almost 1 p.m. Bhai.
Yes, I'm done. So do's and don'ts, you can read it, very crucial. Though it is totally safe in Microsoft Copilot, but we should avoid uploading any very confidential data. Okay, you need to just see. So very important, AI will not replace you, but person using AI will. Thank you. I extremely apologize for extending the time. Thank you for allotting the time. Thank you very much.
Jazakallah khairan kasira. On behalf of PSF, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to our speaker, Brother Muzaffar Ansari. We deeply appreciate the way you shared your knowledge, the practical strategies, making the session interactive and inspiring. Your expertise has given us valuable tool to apply in our personal as well as professional life. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the entire team working behind the scene to ensure smooth execution of this session. And finally, to our participant, thank you so much for your active participation, thoughtful questions, and genuine interest in learning. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all with clarity of mind and with Muzaffar Bhai's sharing, the confusion that we had was actually removed, and he guide us and so that we can use Gen AI and the prompt effectively. I would like to conclude by one couplet. सीखने का जज्बा हो तो हर मोड़ पर रोशनी मिलती है। सीखने का जज्बा हो तो हर मोड़ पर रोशनी मिलती है। रब उनको कभी तन्हा नहीं छोड़ता जिनके अंदर तलाश जिंदा जिसके अंदर तलाश जिंदा रहती है। वाखिरुद्दावाना अनिल हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन। Once again, Jazakallah khairan kasira, Muzaffar Bhai, and to all the participants present here.